Hi Virgo, welcome to your September 2023 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. Long time no see Virgo. I've been taking a little break and it feels good to be back. Happy birthday Virgo. I hope you have a fabulous year. I hope you have a wonderful day with your loved ones. Now September, it's besides being your month, it's also a month where things are moving ahead and we are being given a respite before we dive into October, which is going to be another month of eclipses. Now most of the summers we have had big planets which have been retrograde, and as we open up September around the 3rd, we will have Venus which will go direct. However, we still have Mercury which is retrograde in your own sign Virgo, and it's retrograde till about the 15th. So if anyone has felt the delays, the stagnation, the frustration, or even a sense of not feeling good enough or a sense of unworthiness, it's you Virgos. But the good news is things are just opening up now. It's not completely smooth, but things are much better. I'm going to quickly touch upon Mercury retrograde right now because it's in your own sign. I've done a video about it. I'm going to be linking it up, so you may go and watch it. So it's this retrograde in your own sign is almost like a cosmic reunion. It's an opportunity wherein that you are centering back, you're coming back to what is it that you started off with, your goals, your desires, what is it that you wanted out of life. And it's a time of reconnecting with your own identity and what is it that you really want, Virgos. This is not the time where you need to be buying into other stories, other script. It could be, that somebody who's very close to you is very passionate about certain things and you sort of marry into that idea. You may be sort of be on board with it, but now you find that it has completely taken over your life and you need to be reconnecting with your own true self so that you can aspire and you can show the world who you really are. And the only negative thing around this entire retrograde has been the self-negative talk, the extreme self-criticism and self-doubt that I'm not good enough, I cannot do this if I do not have support, I'm not worthy, I do not deserve it, I need to be constantly be working really hard, and that is the only way that I can earn some amount of happiness or some amount of comfort. For a lot of you, patience is going to be quite elusive, but try and grit your teeth, Virgos, and try and be as patient as possible because patience is your ally this entire month. Also, don't overburden yourself, put boundaries. It's quite alright to say no to things even though you could be very fond of certain activities. It's absolutely alright to say that, listen, I can't take this right now, I have enough of my plate. It's a month of self-care, Virgos, for you. So you have to prioritize yourself, you have to take care of your health, and also it's a good opportunity to do some journaling and also to self-reflect. What is it that you really want out of yourself? All these questions, I think, during the retrograde would have come up for you, and you may realize that some of the things that that you are genuinely passionate about, and some of the things are maybe they're just a bit extra for you right now, and maybe you just got swayed during that time and you bought into that entire idea of participating, engaged, and now you realize that you are the person who's completely solely responsible for it. On the 4th, we have Venus that is going direct in your house of behind the scenes. This is the house of service. This is also the house of some family scandals or skeletons that come out during this time. And it can be that during this time that you end up taking care of someone. It can be that either you're volunteering at a shelter or you're taking care of the aged people. It can be that you are maybe at your community religious group, that you are the person who's in charge of counseling. So you could find yourself that you are quite engaged in taking care of others or being of service during this time. Again, it's very important for you to be taking care of your needs and desires, Virgo. It's wonderful that you're being of service. It's fabulous that you are contributing, that you're giving. But this selflessness cannot happen at the cost of your own health. So ensure that you prioritize yourself, ensure that you prioritize your health, and also selfless devotion is wonderful, but try not to wear yourself too thin this month. You'll find that that even though you want to help in a lot of institution, places. So the question that you need to be reflecting on during the Venus transit is how it is that you can serve others without compromising your own needs and your own health, and also by contemplating and by self-assessment, a very clear self-assessment, not a critical one, you will find that you will be able to find new ways to uplift and uphold and help other people. During this transit as well, Virgos explore the vast well of compassion that you have, and try and see as to how much of is it that you are doing which is expected out of you, and how much of is it that you are doing because you feel like doing. So stay tuned into your own emotions. Honor priority is the only way that you will be able to honor your capacity to serve others as well. On the 15th, we have a new moon that is there in your own sign, and on 16th, we have Mercury, which goes retrograde. Now, new moon is going to be bringing about new perspective. It's going to be encouraging you to look at yourself clearly and again without criticism, because this entire the last 3 months have been extremely self-critical for you, full of self-criticism, Virgos, because Venus has been retrograde in your sign, as is now Mercury retrograde. So you would have, either faced a lot of criticism, or you may have had people who are closest to you point out or criticize and tell you, or even use you, I would say, that just use you for your niceness, maybe make more demands on you, maybe make you do work which doesn't fall under your purview, and because they knew that, you're in your niceness and your compassion, you won't say no. So new moon over here is going to be shedding that clarity onto you. I think you are going to be having some kind of a eureka moment where you will say that, so this is not how far or how thin I need to be stretching myself. And Mercury may bring about a lot of conversations around that you may be having. What is it that is important to me? How is it that I take my life ahead, or my goals ahead, or my hobbies ahead? How is it that I create more opportunities for myself? Also, it's a time to be reinventing yourself. So if people are not used to sort of you saying no on work matters, maybe it's a good time for you to be drawing that courage and to be able to say, I can't do more than this, or this is just not what I signed up for. On the 23rd, we have Sun that is joining Mars in your house of joint finances and self-worth. And on the 23rd, we have Sun, which is joining Mars in your house of earned income. This is the house of self-worth. And Sun and Mars over here are going to be creating their own drama. Sun, of course, is going to be giving you a lot of clarity about your earned income, because this is not the house of inheritance. This is not the house in which you get gifts. but this is your own hard-earned money. And Mars is going to make you a little restless. It may make you prompt you to ask questions about that. Are you really earning to your worth or to your capacity of your worth? And also, I think over here, Sun is going to give you the courage and clarity to be able to look at your finances and then look at how it is that you can, whether or not you can take care of yourself with those current finances. And it's also, with Mars being there, you're going to get encouraged to look for more work. And this was a good time for those of you, especially who are not in well-paid jobs. It is a good time for you to be doing a little bit of a hustle and looking for some new well-paying work. We close the month on the 29th with a full moon that is there in your joint finances, resources. This is your partner's house. So it speaks about that something has come to an end for him as far as finances are concerned. Maybe he's come about an inheritance. Maybe there is some fruition of a deal or a contract that is there. For you, this also speaks about maybe in certain cases a separation is happening, or a alimony amount has got settled, or some money is being given to you, or a decision has got taken that you formally sort of go your separate ways. Full moon tends to be quite emotional because it comes at a time where things are ending, and also we don't have any place to hide. It brings our emotions to the peak, and it makes us look at our own vulnerabilities very clearly. This also has to do with your partner's income. So it may be that something is coming to an end for your partner. Maybe he is starting a new job. This also house governs legalities, divorce, alimony, who gets what. This also speaks about often power struggles between couples. What is it that I get on the table? What is it that I am getting in return? So it's a good time to be sorting those as well. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Virgo. Have a fabulous September. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.